Hey, Cyberspace, Nathan Wallace coming at you from the Cybirical engineering offices outside New Orleans, Louisiana, with another CyberAware tip of the day. Today's topic is geotagging. Basically, every time you take a picture, the GPS coordinates for where you took this picture is embedded inside the file. So if you were to share that file, if you were to send it to someone, they could actually open that file up, click properties, and see exactly where that picture, that image was taken. So, geotagging. So basically, here's the example. So we have an image, please ignore the drawing skills, right? So, little girl chasing a balloon, and let's say, you're just enjoying the park with your family, and then you were to upload this file to some website, and let's say the social media website, they don't extract out that geotagging data, that GPS latitude and longitude, they don't extract it out, they don't delete it. So whenever they post that image to the social media platform, anybody, right? Anybody, and sadly, I'm sure you're kind of realizing where I'm going with this. If someone, a predator, for instance, could actually look at this image, download it, and know exactly where you and your family go to play on the weekends, or your kids, where you bring them to, which park y'all frequent. So you have to be careful, right? You have to be careful. Some of the big social media platforms, they do delete this. But just this is something to pay attention to. So really, when you look at this image, when you take this image, in the file itself, you have basically the hex, the data where this image is. So each little pixel corresponds to a little block here, and it's basically just hexadecimal, code that represents, okay, what's the RGB, what's the red, green, blue color value for that pixel. Well, at the top, there's actually this thing called metadata that stores, for instance, where it was taken. Back in the old days, right, whenever we had a digital camera, it actually just superimposed the timestamp on top of it, right? Well, now, everything's digital, smartphones, it basically has the date, the day and time that image was taken, as well as the GPS lat and long. So every time, click, 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 you take a picture, it's taking a snapshot as far as the GPS coordinates, grabbing it and then putting it inside the metadata of this image, as well as the camera. So you can look at the type of camera it was it an iPhone, what type of iPhone, the settings, I think the iOS version as well may even be in there. So that all gets kind of embedded and saved in the metadata. So you definitely want to, before you upload these images, you definitely want to make sure that either the social media site kind of grabs them and deletes that data, or it's not included at all. So for instance, if you want to, your iPhone, Android also has a similar feature where you can actually go in and basically go to settings, privacy, location services, camera, and say never. But there is an issue. There is a drawback, right? There is a convenience whenever you open up the Photos app. You can actually sort all your photos based on location. And you say, oh yeah, I remember we took that, vacation there, and we took this on the way. We stopped off at this cool little gas station, and bam, we took this picture. Oh, that's exactly where it was at. So whenever you do this, you actually lose that. You lose that capability. But it is a trade-off, something to think about. So hope this is helpful. For more tips and tricks, check out staysafeonline.org, or you can check out our website, cybirical.com. Cyber safely.